You can't fix something you can't see that you're in denial about. What are the areas that I am not as confident and I don't show up fully as myself? And what are those things that you wish you had or you didn't have, things you wanted to remove, take away, enhance? Because we need to get to the root of the problem. The best person to bring you up is yourself, and the easiest person to tear down is yourself. So choose to put yourself on that pedestal. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is QueenBeluchi, and today we're going to be talking about how to be more confident. One of the insecurities I had was putting myself out there, dealing with social anxiety, starting a YouTube channel, putting a brand behind yourself. Opening your life up to people on the internet is not an easy thing to do, but I wanted to really tackle that fear head on. Like, when you have an insecurity, once you have identified that insecurity or that fear, it's now time to tackle it. It's now time to address it. Do the things that scare you the most. Fear microdosing. So it doesn't mean you have to, like for instance for me, I don't have to get on a stage and tell everybody a whole speech about social anxiety. I could just sit behind a camera in the comfort of my apartment and speak to you guys about different things that I've always wanted to speak to people about. So that's me taking like one step in the right direction, because eventually I want to be able to do speeches. I want to be able to host gatherings and speak about these things in person. So that's just like one way I'm taking that one step forward. This could be you walking up to your professor and requesting extra credit, or going to the gym to work out. Like, I know a lot of people starting out have anxiety with that. It's like, okay, well, let's not do anything crazy. Why don't we just get used to being around people that are working out? And you'll see that when you are familiar with doing something and you repetitively do it, confidence will just naturally take over. And I would remember, like, when I, maybe around 16, 17, when I started going grocery shopping by myself, it was a little weird. And I just kept doing it. And now I just go, I don't even care. I don't even think twice about it. It was very hard to do it at the beginning. Like, are people watching me? Do I look weird? And I just had to be like, you know what, Beluchi? Just go. And over time, the confidence came. My brain was just like, oh, this is normal. This is what we do. We go to the movies by ourselves. We go grocery shopping by ourselves. We make YouTube videos and post them online. And I want that for you. I want you to see that once you become familiar with a lifestyle or a life choice, it just gets easier from there. Find things that make you feel good about yourself. I work in tech sales, and after I close a deal or help set up a deal for my executives, I would buy myself a new pair of shoes. So every time I look at this shoe, I remember when I got my first commission shoe and my second commission, and month after month, I'm like in a space of like, good job, you did that. And my, working in tech sales really puts me outside of my comfort zone. I'm talking to people who are executives and CIOs and things like that, and it's nerve-wracking, but I had to just keep at it, keep doing it, keep putting my best foot forward, especially speaking on a subject, on a topic that the cloud, AWS, all these things that I had no clue what they were a year ago, and now I'm informed on it. But starting out, it wasn't easy to do. I had to reward myself. I had to continue to do things that made me feel good, have some sort of reward system around me pushing myself into things that I probably wouldn't do otherwise. And the opposite of that is the things that don't make you feel good about yourself. Learn to cut it out, cut it off, cut those people out. If you feel like every time you get around this person, they always have something negative to say that's hurting your confidence, you have to learn that you just can't be around that person for either long, if it's your parents, you can't be around that person for a long period of time. You have to separate yourself, or you're on social media and you're doom scrolling and you're seeing all these people who have, quote unquote, the life that you want to have, and it makes you less confident. Or you thought you were supposed to graduate in a certain amount of time and you're seeing all these other people graduate and it's hurting your confidence. Get offline, get away from those people, go where you are wanted, do the things where you feel the most confident, where you feel the most like yourself. And that leads me to my next topic of stop comparing yourself to other people. Nothing good ever comes from comparison. We are not running the same race. We are not from the same backgrounds and same paths. And I had to learn that over time, like what one person is going through, even down to my siblings. Like I have 3 sisters and you're like, oh, we came from the same household. Like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you guys had the same experiences. That doesn't mean that everything is the same. So you have to stop comparing yourself to people. It is the thief of all joy. I did it for so long and it only brought on depression and sadness and anxiety. And it really just brings jealousy and envy into your life. Things that you don't even think you are, you become because you are comparing your journey to other people's journey. Not everybody has the same opportunities. Not everybody has the same mindset. And it's a very hard burden to bear when you just can't accept yourself and accept who you are. You think you have to be something outside of yourself to be loved, to be understood. And that's just not the case. The people for you will find you. Like I'm making YouTube videos. The people for my channel will find me. Yes, it would be easy to just copy what everybody else is doing. But at the end of the day, what matters, what really matters at the end will be those who show up because they love my content, they love what I'm doing, they love what I bring to the table. And every time you're comparing yourself to someone else, you are blocking your own blessing. When you're looking over to other people's relationships, other people's lifestyles, and discrediting the one that God gave you, you are blocking your own blessings. That's your own business. Like, it's not okay to do that. You're not going to be able to invite the things that you do want into your life because you have envy and jealousy towards what somebody else has. When in your heart is just pure ungratefulness, you can't attract new and better things into your life. Instead, you'll be attracting things that you don't want. Overall, the message that I wanted to send was be kind to yourself. You will get there. One step at a time, you will get there. This is your vessel. This is the one body that you have. You don't get a new one. Just those minor changes to your mindset will make a big difference. You have to be very kind and gentle with your mind, with your heart, with your body. Affirmations are everything. I have a whiteboard in my room. Right when I wake up, it's like the first thing I see. And if there's a quote or a message or a sermon I watched that stood out to me, I will write about it on the board and write it in a reference to myself. So every morning I can wake up and see my whiteboard and just motivate myself for that morning. I think it's very important to affirm yourself, to speak highly of yourself, especially when you're in your own presence, because I think that's the time where we are more critical of ourselves, is behind closed doors, when we're alone, when we're, away from others. You can start pointing out all your insecurities, all your flaws. And I think actually in those times, that's when we're supposed to find our strength. That's when we're supposed to, speak up for ourselves. And the bully, which I feel like everybody has, the bully that's in your head, that's when you tackle that bully. And who's going to be kinder to you better than yourself? You know everything about you. You know what compliments you care for. You know what gets you going. So the best person to bring you up is yourself, and the easiest person to tear down is yourself. So choose to put yourself on that pedestal. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I really love these sit down and chit chat with you guys type of videos. They make me feel good, and I hope that they also do the same for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. More videos will be coming soon.